Today we're talking about the Ruffwear Hitchhiker Backpack. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. First, a little disclaimer. This product is not been sponsored. I paid it for my own money and the opinions in this video are all my own. So today we are talking about this new product by Ruffwear. And if you're following our channel for a little bit longer, you can see that we sometimes take a stroller with us for Mecx, because Mecx is my second dog. She is turning 13 very soon, and well, therefore longer or challenging hikes are starting to become a problem. So the stroller works absolutely fine. We love using that, but when we are going up in the mountains or on a little bit more challenging trail, that thing is not going to work. It works perfectly on smoother trails. The Eiffel works fine as well on several trails, but in summer vacation we are going up in the mountains and that's no option. So I came upon this thing. And thanks to the Ruffwear Hitchhiker Backpack, Mecx will be able to join us. First, it was planned that I would do a lot of hiking in a summer vacation with Ravi on my own. But I thought, yeah, well, that's not the idea of summer vacation, that my mom has to stay at the holiday home with Mecx continuously, because Mecx can't handle the hikes. So I searched on the internet and I had my eye on some dog backpacks for quite a while, but most of them you have to put your dog in a sitting position or something, and I thought, well, that can't be very comfortable. Your dog can't move around in all kind of directions, and I think for the spinal cord and everything of your dog, the joints, that can be very good as well. And then I found this one from Ruffwear. This one is designed together with a vet, and it makes sure that your dog is laying inside the backpack, so there's no sitting in there, so your dog is in a lie down position, and that makes it very comfortable for your dogs and not a problem for any joints or spinal problems. If you have a dog who does have to deal with those kind of problems, always check with your vet first to see if your dog can be carried in a bag like this, because of course you do not want to make any problems worse. But if your dog is in healthy shape, this one should be very nice in regards to the position where your dog's in. I'm going to show you in a few seconds how you're going to put your dog in there, so then you have an idea how your dog is positioned in there. So a little bit more about the bag. This bag comes in 3 sizes: the extra small, the extra small and the small. It can carry dogs up to 18 kilos or 40 pounds and comes in 3 colors. This beautiful green, a red color and a black one. And it has a few pretty cool features. It has a breathable back panel which is adjustable. There's Velcro on top here so you can slide it up and down. It has nice cushioned shoulder straps, so that makes it comfortable for you to wear, because obviously there is some weight hanging on your shoulder, so that's nice to have. It has an adjustable sternum strap. You can adjust it here and you can adjust it in the height. Just unclip it and then you can slide it up or you can slide it down. As you can see, it has a very nice hip belt. Not super padded, but enough to be very comfortable. And each of the sides has a quite generous pocket in which you can store your phone, dog snacks, poopy bags, stuff like that. So you have that on both sides. There's no side pocket, but there is a pocket here in the front. It is fairly large, stretchy as well. So you can store a 500 milliliter soft flask in here. So if you like to take your dog's water with you, some food for the dog, whatever you think you will need out on trail, you can store it down here. So that's really nice. There's a handle here where you can also clip a light to in case you're going to use it in the dark. And what I really like about this pack is the built-in harness. Mostly when you're using bags for dogs, whether they are backpacks or just handle bags, carry-on bags, then they have a leash in there, and that leash most of the time is not adjustable and you have to clip it to a collar, and your dog can still fall out of the pack because that leash is most of the time too long. This one is an adjustable harness. It is attached to the pack, so you're not able to take it off, and I will show you from the inside. Then I can show you straight away how the pack opens. It has 2 clips here on top and then 2 zippers that go down all the way to the bottom, and then you can completely fold it open like this. Straight away you can see that there are mesh side panels here, so that makes airflow going through so your dog doesn't get too warm. Mecx has been in there several times and she doesn't feel warm at all when she's coming out. There's also a hole here at the bottom for ventilation, water going through. And then here you have the harness. It is a typical harness that you might know from Ruffwear. So one side is attached to the back panel of the pack, and then it has two clips here in the front, as you can see. So you can easily adjust that to the size of your dog. As soon as your dog is laying down in the bag, you can close it up. And then as you can see, your dog is secure in here. Then you can close up the zippers, and which is really nice, there is a very large flap in here. So it shouldn't be any problem at all when your dog has long coat. Mecx has it as well, but there were no problems at all with it getting stuck. So then you have a great backpack for your dog to carry. When you start fitting your dog into the pack, make sure that your dog is laying down comfortably. Take those treats with you, have them on hand, and keep rewarding your dog over and over again, because this is something unusual and you want it to be a positive experience. Once your dog is laying down, you can close up the harness in front and adjust it to the size of your dog. The next step is to close both zippers on the side. This goes the easiest when you are loosening up all the straps around it. There are also some buckles attached to it, which you can easily close after the zippers. Still, make sure that your dog stays comfortable all the time. Always keep an eye on them so you don't lose sight of it. When all the clips are tightened up, you can adjust the side straps and your dog should be snugly into the pack and should be fine. Mecx is fine with it, as you can see, but always, once again, keep an eye on your dog. Then it's time to also practice for yourself. Once again, check your dog on each side and look there in the front. That little baggie, that's a bag of treats. I always have it on hand. Take the pack up on the handle and pour it over your shoulder. This might be a little bit tricky in the beginning, so make sure that you're comfortable with it. Your dog should be calm enough to be around over your shoulders, so you both stay safe in the circumstances. Then you can adjust both of the straps, so the hip belt, the shoulder straps, and the final step, of course, is to close the sternum strap. After everything has been checked thoroughly, just like you do with your backpack, it's time to go on a hike. So in our case, we are using it for a senior dog, but obviously you can also use it for a puppy who can't do long hikes yet. You can do it for a disabled dog. You can do it for a sick dog, a dog that is recovering from surgery. All those kind of things are really good cases where you might need a pack like this. And of course, packs like this, they come with good things, they come with bad things, upsides and downsides. And I would recommend not to take your dog out on a whole day out on the trail and not letting your dog walk by himself, because there should be time in between that you let your dog walk by itself as well. I would like to say, Ruffwear says this as well, every 30 to 45 minutes, take a break, completely remove your dog from this pack so he or she can walk around, stretch around, run around, have something to drink, have something to eat if needed. So make sure that you take your time and that you take enough breaks so your dog isn't stuck in this bag for the whole day. And also make sure that you practice with these bags. Do not force your dog in there. Just practice a lot with your dog laying in there comfortably. Mecx seems to love this pack, so it wasn't a big thing to get her used to it. I thought that it would be kind of a struggle because Mecx can be a bit of a drama queen. So I didn't expect that, but she loved it from the first moment. We took her into a store. That's always recommended when getting a product like this. We took her into a store where we could fit her in, and the girl from the store, she found Mecx totally adorable. Mecx was sitting in there with such a proud look in her eyes and watching around like a queen, and those little paws hanging on my back. That was absolutely the cutest sight, and since then, once we are practicing, she really loves it. She looks around and she really seems to like the feeling of being snugged in. I think it's like a baby when you are putting it into the blankets. You can adjust the straps here on the side as well, so your dog can really get snug in there. But be aware, practice with it. Do not force your dog to go in there, put it on your back, and then go out on a day hike, because that is not going to work. Then it's not going to be a positive thing for your dog. It might not be a positive thing for you either, because your dog might not be comfortable and might be willing to jump out, although they are not able to. They might try to. Mecx is super comfortable in there, so I feel really confident enough to go with her out on hikes in our summer vacation. And most of the time she will walk by herself, but there will be some challenges. So then I think this will be a great solution. Be aware, it doesn't have loads of storage room. So when you are used to carrying a big backpack like I am, or a day pack, then you might have to struggle a bit, especially when you're going out alone, because then you cannot take a lot with you. We have solved out that when we are doing it on summer vacation, of course my mom's with us as well. So I will take a smaller day pack with just bare necessities that I need, and whenever I'm taking Mecx in this one, my hiking gear goes in my mom's day pack, so then she carries our stuff and I can carry Mecx. But that's a little thing you have to be aware of when you are taking your dog out on the trail alone. So maybe you can adjust, add some extra pockets to it or something, shoulder pockets maybe for some little items. Be creative on that one. But I think that this is an awesome solution from Ruffwear, and they came up with a great product. I think that this was a great item to introduce on my channel, because it obviously is all about hiking and backpacking with your dog. And although it's not for Ravi yet, because he isn't the youngest anymore, but he's also not in need yet of extra things like this. He doesn't need any help yet on the trail. But for older dogs, like I mentioned, puppies, injured dogs, this might be awesome. If you would like to know anything more about this product, feel free to ask in the comment box below, and I will be happy to help you out. And if you like this video, give us a like, subscribe to the channel and notify the alarm bell. And then as always, enjoy the outdoors. We'll catch you on the next trail.